Spotlights flash around Oscar's trash can as Telly introduces an episode of Ask Oscar, the show where people write in questions for Oscar to answer. After the Oinker sisters sing the theme song, Telly reads a letter by little Ricky Roma from Uncasville, Connecticut, inquiring what the round fasteners on his jacket are called. Telly shows Oscar the artwork Ricky included to aid his question, but being a grouch, Oscar refuses to answer and disappears into his can to feed Fluffy. Telly walks over to the fix-it shop, where Maria is supervising Natasha. He explains his problem, and Maria is about to address Ricky on camera about his jacket question when Telly stops her. Since it's Oscar's show, he wants to make sure he answers the question and not anyone else. Instead, Telly has a plan and begins to tell it to Maria and Natasha. Telly, Maria, and Natasha congregate in front of Oscar's can, and Telly cues up another introduction to Ask Oscar, with the Oinker sisters chiming in with the theme. When Oscar asks what's going on, Maria explains that she's teaching Natasha new B words such as baby, booties, and bonnet. After pointing out Natasha's jacket holders, she casually asks Oscar what they're called, but he catches on and refuses. Maria motions to tell little Ricky the answer to his question herself again, but Telly halts her and suggests another idea to make Oscar do so. Telly explains his predicament to Alan at Hooper's store, showing him Ricky's drawing. Alan is about to say what they are, and Telly shushes and begins to explain his new plan. Alan walks over with Telly to Oscar's can, holding a tray and a trash bag. After Telly cues a show intro, Oscar pops out and inquires what's going on. Alan mentions that he was throwing trash away and wanted to know if Oscar would like it for his collection. Oscar turns down the offer, but is intrigued when Alan suggests playing a game with some of the trash. Alan sings 3 of these things, pointing out the contents of the tray: a mostly eaten apple, banana, sandwich, and the jacket fastening B word. Oscar correctly isolates the food scraps, but once again refuses to identify what doesn't belong. Telly is determined and wonders what he'll do next when Baby Bear walks by with some art supplies, and Telly follows him. Telly explains the circumstances to Baby Bear and suggests a plan involving him painting something. Baby Bear has painted a picture of the jacket fastener with Telly's head poking through the middle. After leading him back to Oscar's can, Baby Bear calls for help. Telly briefly interrupts him to promptly introduce Ask Oscar again. When Oscar appears, Baby Bear explains that his accomplice was once attached to a jacket and can't remember what he's called. When Oscar still refuses to help, Telly suggests indignantly that Oscar actually may not know the answer, and that's why he's keeping quiet. After the two leave, Oscar gets flustered and secretly whispers to Ricky and me the B word he's looking for is buttons. Telly catches him in the act, and Ricky's question is answered at last. Oscar groans as the others celebrate by singing the Ask Oscar theme song over and over.